Hi, I'm Ruthie Dahle and welcome to my channel and welcome to this week's video. Today I want to do a hair oil review and it's specifically this one right here, the Maria Nila True Soft Argan Oil. So without further ado, let's get right into the review. I have a review system where 10 out of 10 is the best thing that you can get. I also have a few categories that I do cover, like size, packaging, usability, scent, worth, product, my opinion, description, and all in all it's 9 different points. Let's go to the first one, which is packaging. Now, when I look at the packaging, and I've been online to check other products of the same brand to see if it is in tune with the brand. And I have to say that it is in tune with the brand. It looks like it's a part of the collection and it doesn't stand out, it doesn't mismatch, and you can clearly see what product this is and what it does. You can see one thing I found a little bit hard, but that's just because my eye just naturally goes here, not here, but here is the brand name at the bottom. So basically just move your eyes, it's not that big of a deal. It's just first glance you see the product and the product name and what the product does. The second thing you see is the brand. So again, that is not a negative thing, just a different eye catcher, I guess. So for me, the packaging is a 10 out of a 10. Now, when we're looking at size, I really like this size because it's travel sized. I can bring this with me on the plane. I can bring it with me on vacation because this is how much I used, if you can see, from 2 weeks. From using this for 2 weeks, actually a little more than 2 weeks on vacation. So I know that this is gonna last me a long time. So I would say that the size, which this one is 30 milliliters, it is 10 out of 10. Now we need to talk about price. So where you can buy this, the page, which is where I got it from, which is Blivakker, but I guess you can buy this anywhere else. I don't know specifically where because I haven't checked all the sites. But from where I got it, it costs 189 Norwegian kroner, which is about $18. I think that's a little steep, and I mean that in a little bit because I know that you can get quite a bit of product out of this, but I also know a more affordable one that does the same thing and it is a bigger size and a cheaper price. So I think you are paying for some of the product but some of the brand as well, so do with that information as you will. I will give the price an 8 out of a 10 because of this. Now when it comes to the scent, and I do suggest you go and smell this because the scent, if I can give it a 12 out of a 10, I would, because it smells so good and it makes your hair smell amazing. I'm not even joking. Your hair is gonna be like having perfume in your hair, basically. It is that good. So for the scent, I will obviously give it a 10 out of 10. I feel like it smells like, it reminds me of how women used to do baths back in the day, and I'm talking back in the time of like Esther, where you did like mirror baths and scent bath with like rose petals. You had those in like Persian kingdoms. You had these gorgeous baths with all the scents and the oils, and that's just what the smell reminds me of. When it comes to the description of the product, you can see right away what it is because it says it's argan oil, it says softening hair oil right underneath. So for them, the number one thing is to articulate that the what it is before it is what it's for, and then lastly it's the brand. Now everything that is written on the front, which is the True Soft Argan Oil, softening hair oil, it is 100% vegan and animal friendly, color guard complex, CO2 compensated packaging, produced in Sweden. It says all of this right here. On the back it says that you should a nourishing argan oil that softens and moisturizes the hair while reducing frizz. Apply a small amount of argan oil to damp or dry hair, which means you can decide whatever is best for you. For me, I prefer it on dry hair. But the description is clear. You can tell exactly what it is. I do find it a little bit hard to read on the back, but that's just because that's me. But I'm not gonna give it a down point for that, because all I have to do is just tilt it so that the light hits it, and that is not in the shadow. That's the only difference, like where the light hits on the bottle, which doesn't take away the points. So for me, the description, it's a 10 out of 10. It tells me what it is, what it does, what it's for, how to use it. 10 out of 10. Now, when it comes to usability, getting the lid off takes a little bit of force, but not too much. Like, you can get it off. But one thing that I found a little bit weird, it's a unique design for me, because usually you don't see this, but see how smooth the edges are. And if I were to push with where little strength of my finger, I can't push it down. Now, if I were to actually go ahead and push a little bit more, you can see that it comes out. I'm just gonna leave this in my hair because I don't want it on my hands. So I would say that it's a little bit hard if you have a problem with packaging where you have to press the pump. I would also think that having such a smooth edge is not a good thing. If it's get like a little bit oily, if you're touching it, all of that, you will keep sliding off when you're trying to use it. But one thing it does have is that you can twist it and undo it, which I think that's a good thing, because when the product is very little and you want the very last drop out, you can do that. So for me, the usability is a 7 out of 10 because I don't think it's inclusive to everyone. But that's just my opinion on that. And when it comes to product, I think I just showed you how the product is. I will do one more pump on camera for you, I guess. But this is what it looks like. One pump, this much, if you can see it. And it is half runny, half firm. I'm putting a lot of oil in my hair right now, but I don't know where else to put it. But yes, it is a little bit thicker than I would say a drugstore affordable brand. A little bit thicker than that is what I would say about the consistency, but it's quite runny as well. So make sure you don't have any gaps in your fingers when you're using this, and just go like this and you have it all over your hands and you can put it in your hair. And one thing I found is that it does leave my hands feeling soft afterwards, but not greasy. I think that is important to note. My hands feel soft, but not greasy. Because you're only using, basically, I use 2 pumps in my hair. One for this side, one for this side. And because you're using 2 pumps a day, if you're doing it daily, you would still get quite a bit of product out of this little bottle. And even if you were to bring it on with you on vacation, you're not going to run out. So for me, I would say the product, with the scent, with the packaging, with the size, with the price, with everything included, I would say it's a 9 out of 10. Because yes, it does leave my hair shiny and it smells amazing, but I feel like it doesn't help with the friction, so that my hair, I feel like it tangles just a little bit more whenever I use this oil and it's like a windy day or something. And I say a little bit more than it usually would. So I'm not comparing it to like a windy day versus a non-windy day. I'm comparing it to my hair on a windy day without the oil, and my hair in the wind with the oil. That is what I'm comparing it to. And I would say it just leaves a little bit more tangled, and that's why it's a 9 out of 10. Now, when it comes to the worth of the product, yes, the scent is amazing. Yes, this packaging is good. The size is good because it's travel size. And I don't know if you can get a bigger size, but this is a travel size one. And with that in mind, I also have another oil, and I will link maybe a video of my hair care routine where I share what oil I usually use, which is way more affordable. It doesn't have the scent, but it is just as good as this one, but you get more for the money because that one costs like $8-9 compared to this one, and it's bigger than this one. I would say the worth of this Maria Nila True Soft Argan Oil is a 7 out of a 10, just because you can get another product that is just as good except for this scent. So, but then would you pay $10 more just for the scent? That is the question. So my opinion, after all of this, you have great packaging, the size is good, the price, I'm a little bit on the fence about the price, just because, like I said, I have another product that is just as good as this one except for the scent, and it's more affordable. But the only downside is that the other one doesn't have a lid and it's not travel size. That's the only downside of the other one. And it doesn't have the scent. So compared to this and putting everything together, how my hair is reacting to it, it smells amazing, it's shiny, but it does tangle a little bit, which the other one doesn't do. And so my opinion is a 7 out of a 10 because of all those different things that play a part in that, dragging the score down. Calculating all of these things, all of these points together, calculating them, I got an 8.6 out of a 10. That is what I would give this product, the Maria Nila Argan Oil hair oil. I don't want to give it any more than that. I think that's a fair calculation of how I see the product objectively and non-objectively, with my with my personal opinion and without my personal opinion on the product. I think that is a fair evaluation. Now, you can do with this information as you will. Buy it, don't buy it, do what you want to. I'm not going to pressure you. These are just the points that I wanted to share with you and my thoughts on each of the points. That is all I have for you today, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and a comment down below, and if you want more content like this, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell and you will be notified when I upload a video. And with that, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!